In this video, I'm going to be heading out of my comfort zone, out of freshwater, and into some saltwater areas to see if we can get on some crazy fish. I'm going to be starting at the very bottom of the food chain, catching all kinds of different bait species, and then slowly working my way up all the way to the apex predators. And once we've caught enough fish, we're going to take them home and cook them a whole bunch of different ways to see which fish is the best on the food chain. So make sure you stick around because you're not going to miss some of the crazy fish fights that we had. But before I get ahead of myself, let's get back to the beginning. The day started bright and early, around 4:30 in the morning, and I'm heading out to meet my brother Malachi to go do some saltwater fishing. We're going to be heading down south to a place called Calcasieu Lake, and it's supposed to have some really good saltwater fishing. Even though I was up really early, we had a terrible start to the day, but I'll get into that later. For now, let's catch some bait to get the bottom food chain animals out of the way. And if you've never heard of a food chain fishing challenge, basically we're going to be catching the smallest fish we can, using it to catch the next fish, and so on until we can catch the biggest fish that these waters hold. Now technically the food chain starts with some kind of plant, but instead we're going to be skipping that and using a net to catch our first species of fish, which is usually very small.
Oh, big mullet, holy crap. Holy crap.
Now usually I like to use an entire mullet that's about the size of my finger, but this one was almost as big as my entire forearm.
Dude, holy crap, that's a massive mullet. All right, we got bait.
Mullet are really good to use as cut bait or as whole live bait, so I tried to cast out to see if we can catch a smaller one, but ended up catching my next species of fish. We're not counting this though because we didn't catch it on a live piece of bait.
Oh, what in the world?
Is that a ladyfish?
There we go, a ladyfish.
Don't worry, you'll see more of these guys later. For now, it's time for us to pack up the cast net and try to go out and catch us a fish. Using this mullet, I have a few different species in mind that I'd love to catch, but to do that, we're going to have to move way away from the shoreline and go out into some deeper waters. Now, as you guys know, I don't do a whole lot of saltwater fishing, so I'm having to trust my brother to get me on some good fish, and at the same time, we also have a horrible storm rolling in from behind us, so it's going to be a bit of a tough day. It's a nasty storm to the north. Hopefully we'll beat it out, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. It's storming a mess up there. All right, out here with my brother Malachi. He's gonna be using some soft plastics and stuff. I went ahead and rigged up this pinfish, and we're gonna be using the live bait setup. I've got this little bobber on it. It's got a steel leader on it. Anything in this water we should be able to catch. We've also got a heavy duty rod and reel. We got a Berkeley glow stick with a PC Fun Carnivore 6000 bait feeder. So that's what we're going to be using. Now, I'd caught that pinfish in the same cast net as the mullet. I just forgot to zoom in on it and show it off earlier. I wanted to save the mullet until we got to a bigger species of fish, but for now, my brother was already getting hit on his soft plastic. Nice.
Maybe it got off. No.
Nope. Oh, man.
Looks like a little red, little baby red.
That seemed to be the only fish biting right now, and as this bird was flying away, it was kind of giving us a little bit of a warning of the storm that was coming, so we had to turn around and haul butt in the opposite direction before the storm caught up to us. All right, we seem to have just narrowly escaped that storm. It is still sprinkling a little bit, but we ran up on a school of fish, so hopefully we'll have a little bit better luck here. But we're gonna be casting out towards the grass and retrieving back and seeing if something hits it on the way. I think there was a little fish right there. We watched as literally hundreds of schools of fish swam by, but nothing was in there biting. So I decided that before we move on to the next location, we're going to cast net some more bait and hopefully get some better sized mullet and maybe even a new species of bait fish.
I think I got him. Yes. 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 We got bait.
Ain't a red. Ain't a red. A little baby red.
Little redfish.
Look at that. Okay, let's put this in the
And
bait.
a bunch of bait.
All right. This right here is a little baby redfish. We're after a big one of these. I've caught some massive ones out here. It's also known as a red drum. This is definitely way too small to keep, but this is what we're after. We're gonna go ahead and throw this one back, use some of those little mullet as live bait, and see if we can get on some. Oh, there he goes. If we caught one on a cast net, we're gonna catch one on a pole. This is the perfect size of bait, so that's what I put on the hook, and then I noticed something really strange. Thought those were ducks at first. Those are pelicans. A whole flock of them, probably running away from the storm. But not all the pelicans were leaving. Some of them saw this as an open buffet and started to hunt right in front of our boat. They just dove in the water chasing these bait fish.
Look. That's where we need to go.
Look at that pelican. He's chasing down those bait fish. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. It was super cool to watch all these pelicans. They kind of hunted in a flock, and they would fly around in big circles, scaring all the fish into one spot, and then one by one, they dive into the water and snatch up some fish. And if you want to know just how much bait was in this area, just look at how many fish splash around as these birds fly overhead and dive into the water. You'd think that with all these bait fish, there'd be some big predators hiding around. Maybe the predators just have too big of a choice, and so our baits just aren't standing out. I don't know. Whatever the case, there's a ton of bait fish all around you. It's probably one of the biggest schools of mullet I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it stretches for probably a half a mile in a circle. This thing is a massive school of mullet. Look at all those things. Man, kind of crazy. So today started out the morning getting absolutely drenched trying to get the boat loaded up. I mean, it was a downpour this morning. And then I slipped and I split open my shoes and had to do a little sewing kit with some braided line and a fishing hook to get my footwear back in order. And now it's been about 2.5 hours and we haven't caught anything yet. And there's a ton of fish all around us, just nothing biting our lures. We're gonna go ahead and cast net some more bait and then move off to another spot that's not quite as saturated. I think the only problem we have here is there's so much bait that I don't think any of the fish are gonna notice ours with like all these hundreds of thousands of mullet out here. So we're ready to cast net 1 or 2 more times and then head off to a new spot.
I got him. Oh my gosh. Tons of bait
The
fish.
size of those things. This was plenty of bait, but I wanted to catch just a few more just in case, and that way we'd have plenty of bait. And that's when I caught our brand new species. I forget what these things are called. You guys have told me in the past, but I just kind of forgot. But they're kind of like little shad looking things, and apparently everything out here loves to eat them. We packed them up and moved further away from the storm because it was closing in fast. Like I said, you just saw the fin of a shark up ahead, so we're gonna stop here. We're trying to keep away from that storm. We're kind of staying away from it, but eventually we're gonna have to turn back and go through it. Dolphin? Where?
Walk out here until I pop back up.
Oh, yep, there it is. Not a shark. It's a little. Actually, I think those are porpoises, but close enough. Finally, feeling safe from the storm, we decided to anchor down here and to cast around some of these big schools of fish that were moving around on the grass pads. Well, they say go big or go home, so we got a big old mullet we're gonna put on this thing, and I'm just gonna cast that out in the open area. Maybe we'll catch something. Fish on, fish on, fish on. There's some on that big mullet too. Oh, it let go. Dang, that was a good fish. If you can't tell from the audio, it was getting very windy and the storm was rapidly approaching, so we threw out our baits one last time to see if we could catch something before we had to head in, and that's when my brother Malachi hooked into this. Good oh, fish. Malachi's on one. He's on one. What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, small redfish. We'll take it. I don't think it's keeper size, but it was definitely too small to keep, and it was caught on a little piece of store-bought shrimp instead of something that we caught, so we threw it back. This does not count towards our challenge. We're pretty much still back at square one, but as I was fishing around for a little while longer, the storm finally caught up to us, and we had to turn back and head back in. Well, so much for low chance of rain. Jeez. But luckily, the ride home was going to be very smooth because we got a brand new transom saver. The box got a little bit wet from the rain, but the inside was perfectly fine. Huge thank you for Better Boat for sponsoring this video. Also, you guys really need to check out their transom saver. This thing's got like a shock built into it, so when you hit bumps, it helps save your motor from being thrashed around and bumped, and it was awesome. And they've got a lot more than just boat parts. They've also got cleaning kits, trailer setups, and all kinds of other stuff that'll take your boating to the next level. They've even got stuff for kayaks for those of you who like to go kayak fishing. But a product is only good if it works, so let's drive home and see if this transom saver actually holds up. It's been a good little while driving on some bumpy back roads, and it's still nice and set up. And it's got these shocks, which when you're hitting bumps, it goes and gives a little bit too. So you don't have to worry about it messing up, which is a really cool thing. Most of them are real stiff and they don't have that, so that's a really nice thing. They also sent some mountable ratchet straps to hook into the back of the boat, and my brother said these are the best ones he's ever tried out, so you really should give them a try. The links to the transom saver and ratchet straps will be in the description, as well as a link to their shop, so make sure you go and check that out if you have a boat or a kayak or any kind of water vessel. And while my brother plays with his brand new toys, I'm going to be heading home to prepare for my next trip out to the saltwater to see if we can get some real fish this time. Okay, so today was a very rough day of fishing, and by rough day of fishing, I mean we pretty much caught nothing. But I was able to repair these, and I wanted to show you guys how I did that in case you're ever in a similar situation and need some footwear fast. And just to give you a little idea of what happened, basically I had my shoes on and then I slipped in a little pothole and my foot went completely through the slide and it ripped along the side of it. But anyways, I needed to go into a gas station and you can't go without shoes. So as you can see, this one's also a little bit split. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I did to fix mine. And if you're ever in a similar situation, you can do it too. So basically I took a hook. This is just like, I believe they're called EWG hooks or whatever, and some 80-pound braid from one of my fishing rods and just basically sewed it up. Now some people may say that this is genius and others may say just buy new shoes, but personally I like to keep things until they completely fall apart, so we're going to be fixing these up instead of throwing them away. I've also never sewed anything in my life, so I kind of just stitched this back and forth, and if there's any sewing people who are cringing at this, I apologize. This is kind of just a quick fix to see if I could get it working, and it seemed to work just fine. With this other slide, it was hollow all the way through, so it was a lot easier to kind of stitch it around. With this one and the angle that it was in, there's no real way to get underneath it, so I kind of just tied it up together. But now, as you can see, that split is not going to go any further, and we have hereby stopped this slide from being destroyed. In the case of this other slide, it's the same thing. It's holding it together, and as many stitches as you can get, that would be better. I probably should have stitched it a couple more times here, but I was doing this in the dark in a car moving down the highway, so it wasn't exactly the best stitching job I could have done. Also could have lined it up a little better, but this thing's probably got a good year or two left in it now. With our footwear now taken care of, we're going to go back out tomorrow and see if we can catch some fish in a different location with a couple of my buddies. It's a new day with a new crew on a new boat in the same location, hoping to complete this food chain fishing challenge for real. Oh, dude, that's sweet.
Yeah, if you go slow, he's gonna stay by us.
Today I'm with my buddies Ben and Robert, and we're going to be braving the elements to try and finally get on some apex predators in these waterways. And luckily Robert's a good captain, because today the high seas were going to be a bit more rough than usual.
Oh gosh. Oh my. Oh gosh.
All the way across the bottom. It doesn't matter what kind of bait you have, there will be waves on the very bottom.
Luckily, this was nothing for our great Captain Robert, and we were able to get to our destination promptly and in one piece. Once we crossed down this weir, we were able to get down to a spot where we're going to be catching our brand new bait for today because I forgot to grab the mullet before I left. When we got to the location, there were a lot of other people, so I wanted to be respectful and not film all of them, but basically we got a whole bunch of bait, mainly shrimp, a few pinfish, and again, mullet. But as Louisiana boys, we love our shrimp, so we stayed here until we caught our limit before moving on to the next spot. For the sake of time, I'm not going to show every cast because that would just be an entire video in itself, but if you guys would like to see videos on this in the future, let me know in the comments down below. But shrimp weren't the only thing moving, the crabs were moving too, so me and Ben were catching a whole bunch of these guys. This doesn't count towards the challenge, but trust me, you do not want to miss out on some good crabs, so we caught them while we could. We repeated that for a good little while until Ben got a bite on his rod, which he had cast out with a piece of cut mullet that we had caught. My guess, gaff top. Giant crab. You still got it? Bring him over here. God, that guy's huge. That's good size. That's a good size crab.
Good thing I have no drag on it.
His claw is stuck on the hook. Now technically this counts because he caught it using bait that we had caught earlier. At this point we knew if we wanted to catch some real fish we'd have to go somewhere else to use our live bait. We caught this garfish too, we threw him back though. We're not using him as bait and he's way too small to eat. Luckily for us, it wasn't long before we finally hit our limit on shrimp, and trust me, I was looking forward to the feast we were going to have tonight. When all was said and done, we had about half a nice chest full of shrimp and a live well full of crabs, which are going to be perfect eating tonight. The shrimp will also be perfect bait to use for our next step in the food chain. But we had a little bit of a detour because Ben forgot all his stuff at the dock, so he had to go back across the lake to get to the boat launch and go pick up his stuff. Luckily, the locals were super friendly and they greeted us with a smile. I tried to ask this guy what his name is, but he kind of just awkwardly stared at me and swam around, so if any of you guys know his name, let me know in the comments down below. But after meeting the locals, we were finally able to get out and get to our fishing spot. Now we're finally able to start our food chain fishing challenge, starting with the bottom of the food chain, which in this case is a shrimp. I'm casting this out on a bottom rig, hoping to catch some kind of small fish, maybe a croaker or something like that. But if I wanted to be first, I'd have to be faster than that because Robert was already on a fish. No way.
We've been here all of 2 minutes. We ain't gonna be able to keep that one.
First species we caught was a teeny tiny gaff-top sail catfish, but this guy was way too small.
Might be something other than a gaff top.
You've been tearing them up. Oh man, a little hardhead.
Now if you can't tell, this is why Robert's the captain. He is tearing up the fish while we're just waiting on a bite.
You gotta start catching something.
A little sand sea trout.
I couldn't find the regulations on what size these had to be to keep, so we threw them back just to be safe, but we did catch a couple more, which you'll see later on in the video. Now the rough boat ride had wrapped up my fishing line, so while I was fixing that, I looked over and saw my rod bending nearly in half.
I got something on here. I got something. Oh, dude, it's good. Whatever it is, it's good. It's good. Yeah, I'm filming. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think it got me stuck. Oh, dude, it's a stingray. Oh, I think it is. It came off for a second. Oh, okay. Oh, get on the bait. Yeah. Oh, come on. Section to the bottom. It's gotta be a stingray, dude. Oh man. Oh, come on. Oh, I don't know if it got off. No, it didn't. Oh, we got a stingray. Definitely a stingray. Oh, and that is some good eating right there. Oh, I gotta watch that barb though. They'll get you.
Now don't get me wrong, stingray is awesome, but we can't really use it as bait for another fish, so I'm going to try and catch a different fish that's a little bit smaller that I can use as bait.
Oh, I got something. It's small. Whatever it is. Not very mighty at all. Actually, I think it might have let go. No, it's fighting. Oh, look at that. Little sand sea trout. Pretty fish regardless. Let's check the regs on it. I'm using slang, that's for regulations.
The trout ended up falling off anyways, and then my other line got hit, so I dropped this rod and tried to grab the other.
It's probably a small catfish, but...
It's got my line in it too. Somehow.
Look. There we go.
No, that's my line that might have a fish on it.
Your line has a fish on it.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh my God.
There we go. I'm getting out your way.
Some roll. I think I got another stingray.
Yeah, I'll take another stingray, dude. Get him up. Dude, he might be stuck down there. Oh, there he goes. Keep him up.
This one's for Steve.
Oh yeah, it's a stingray. Right here. He is not too happy.
Got him.
Nice. Oh, that's a big one. That's a bigger one. Sweet.
It was kind of crazy to see Robert catch a bigger stingray than mine using lighter tackle, but hey, I guess that's why he's the captain. But now it's Ben's turn to catch one.
Oh, Ben's on. Jeez. Stingray? You think? I don't think that's a stingray. What you got? My paws are getting hit too. Oh, snap. Let's get Ben's up first. I got a circle hook on mine. We're good.
Yeah, I got a circle. I'll be fine. Jeez, dude.
I definitely got something on mine though. It might be a stingray then.
I might have to go on land, dude.
Oh, snap. I think whatever's on mine is
Cool.
good size stingray.
While Ben and I were fighting this fish, I turned around and Robert's already fighting a new one.
Oh, he's on. Probably on another stingray. Is it fighting? Or are you stuck? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got off? Dang. Oh, man.
Broke the hook.
Cut the line. Today's definitely been a lot more successful. Also, my stitched up slides have been holding up very well. And I think we're gonna be having a good feast tonight. Ben's got another one.
Yeah.
It's still on there? Oh.
Yep. Oh my God, dude.
What is it? Is it fighting or is it stingray? Oh, looks like it's fighting. Holy cow.
No, it's not. It's going the other way.
Oh no, he's coming back up. He's not too big.
Stingray.
He's up underneath it. Oh goodness. Okay, you're gonna need to come up on the bank.
Here, grab my rod.
Oh man, that's gonna be tough. He's suctioned up under there too. Oh, he snapped it. Yeah. Dang, smart fella.
And just when we thought all we were going to catch is stingrays, something massive hit Robert's teeny tiny bass rod.
Oh, there we go. Go! Dude! Dude, that was screaming drag. Get him in, get him in. Oh my gosh. You gaining a foot and losing 5. Jeez. Is it stingray? Dang. We've been on them stingrays today. Jeez. God.
I just had him right here too.
Dude. Dude.
He's about to
Holy
take it
cow.
off. He's
Bring
about
the
to take
net.
it off, dude.
Bring the net. This thing's huge. Got a big net for a big fish. Dude. Golly. Get him up, get him up. Dude, that rod is screaming at you. Seems like every time he gets somewhere close, let's see if we can find him. Oh, he's by the piles. Crap. Dude, again. Whatever this is big. Is it suctioning to the bottom? So this is either a red or a shark. It's gotta be. Dude! Jeez. Okay, I see something swirling around. God, whatever that is big. Big red! Big red! Holy cow! We gotta get him in. We gotta get him in. Dude! Yeah, you think.
Oh, stay away from that. Dude, this reel is hot.
I don't doubt it. That's probably freaking hot enough to cook an egg right now. You can get him close. I'll jump in the water and after him. Now that I know he's not a stingray. Look at that. Look at that. Bring him in. Bring him over. Bring him over. I got a scale too. Oh, it is. At least big enough to, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dude.
Do you have the scale?
Dude, I have a scale. I don't know if it's gonna go this heavy, but I have one. Holy crap.
It's been a while since I've caught one.
Holy crap. Dude. Go. Bruh.
Ready, Robert?
Oh my gosh. Don't drop him.
Call that a light tackle.
Dude, that is a huge fish on a very flimsy rod.
If it isn't like PB, it's close to it. Oh, I gotta wash him off. Get all the dirt off.
Careful, don't drop him. Don't drop him.
I wouldn't do it more.
Oh my gosh. Dude. That is gigantic. Okay, we got the scale.
20.
Wait. No, it's almost 25. It's 25. Oh my
Want me to
god.
hold it?
It's
25.
basically 25. It's going between 24, 80, 90. Oh my gosh. 25 pounds. Dude, hold up that fish. Holy crap. That was a fight. Sadly, when they're this size, you can't even keep them.
You don't want to keep them.
He's gonna go back. Oh my goodness. That is a behemoth.
You can go.
He's gonna take a second, probably. He's fought his heart out. Oh man. Let's give it some time. There he goes. Oh, dude. That was crazy.
Oh. Dang it, Robert.
You got him with the
He
slime?
wanted a high five. I gave him the high five. It's still warm.
Ooh. Yeah. That was a good fish.
Ooh, it got hot. Uh-oh.
Did he mess it up?
Wait, no, we're just wrapped.
Oh, okay.
I was like, uh-oh.
That'd have been fun.
The last fish.
And if you thought that fish was huge, just wait until you see what he caught next. This dude just does not stop catching monsters.
It might be all right. Oh.
Oh, the true
Went
behemoth.
from that
Who
to
needs a red
this.
when you can get that?
Yeah.
What a buzzkill.
That dude's shark bait right there.
Throw him back on our hole.
Yeah.
And that's when it clicked. I'm supposed to be doing a food chain fishing challenge, so I need to catch a fish and catch a fish off that fish. So I finally started to target smaller fish. I guess I just got caught up in all the crazy fishing we were doing that I completely forgot the whole video idea. Using a tiny piece of shrimp, I was finally able to secure some bait.
There we go. Oh, ladyfish.
Really?
Yeah. Caught a little ladyfish. Flung him up on the bank, really, but there we go. Oh no, no. There we go. Got him.
I stuck this guy whole on the hook and absolutely sent it across this channel.
Why are there so many stingrays right here?
Dude, I don't know. Maybe it's because like it's a kind of a little channel
Yeah.
to go across, but it's good.
Dude, if we catch a shark,
If I catch a shark, as long as he's big enough to keep, shoot.
I feel it.
And luckily it wasn't too long before we finally had a hit from our apex predator.
Oh, oh, my rod, my rod, my rod, my rod. Somebody want to grab that other rod and make sure it doesn't get thrown in the water from that shrimp. There we go. Oh, dude. Oh, whatever it is, it's fighting hard. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, there he goes. Oh, my. What in the world? My reel broke. Oh, crap. We hand lining, fellas. We hand lining. Oh, boy. It broke my reel. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. How's this gonna work? Okay. We're hand lining it. Oh, it's like fly fishing. Oh, man. Come on. Oh, it's a shark. It's a shark. It is. It is. Get the net. Get the net. It's a shark. Oh, it's a small one. It ain't keeper size, but it's a shark. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Ah. 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 We got a shark. Ah. Now we gotta unhook him. Yay. Oh, man. Well, there went my reel. It snapped the metal right there. That's great. Ooh, okay, we do not want to get tore up by this dude's teeth, so definitely not big enough to keep. Oh, my feet are hot right here. We're gonna maybe. Ooh,
Oh, is that a spinner? Yep, that's a spinner.
I think so. Watch out. There he goes. Okay. Okay, we got him. We'll just lift him in the net, and I guess. Well, here, I got him. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. Broken reel for a shark that's like not even 3 feet long. Oh, lovely.
Even though we technically finished the food chain, I wanted to fish for a little while longer.
Oh, Robert's got something. Oh, let's see if it's keepable.
The bait he's throwing up. He's spitting up all kind of bait and stuff like that.
Oh, is that a plastic bait?
Nope.
Dude, he just spit up some shrimp in a plastic bait. A little pig.
Watch it.
I was really hoping that eventually we'd be able to catch a redfish that was big enough to keep and eat, but that didn't seem to be the case, or at least maybe not, because Ben was finally on
snap.
another fish.
Stingray?
No.
No?
I think so.
You don't think so?
Maybe. He's pulling some drag. Oh, he's coming close.
Oh, he's kicking up dirt. Yep, stingray, small one.
Dag nabbit.
Yeah, we ain't gonna keep that one. That was too small.
Did he get you?
Nope, he tried to. Just gonna flop him back in. Let him go away. Sheesh. Oh, got something. Ooh. Oh, yep, I thought he got off the hook. He just jumped up out the water. Yeah, the ladyfish are running real good right here. There we go. Got one. Another one. Oh, that one's good size too. For a little ladyfish. There we go. Pretty little ladyfish.
We weren't going to be fishing for too much longer, so I just went ahead and threw this guy back and cast out again with a little piece of shrimp.
Oh, got something. Oh, whatever this is, I don't think this is a ladyfish. Is that a redfish? On the half rod. Teeny tiny redfish. Definitely not keeper size.
And so after a long and very eventful day of fishing, we finally packed it in, and it's time for us to head to the kitchen and clean up all these fish. Now, YouTube doesn't like showing the actual filleting process, so I'm going to skip that and get right to the cooking. All right, we're going to start off with the shrimp, and I've peeled and washed a whole bunch of these guys. We're going to be soaking them in some Japanese barbecue sauce, let it marinate in the fridge for about, 2 hours or so, and then we're going to put them on some skewers and cook them on the grill. We're just going to go ahead and kind of coat the whole thing with it. We don't want it to be wasteful, so we don't want to put too much. We want to put it where it's evenly coating just about all of it, and then we're going to stick it covered in the fridge for about an hour to 2 hours. You can do it for less, you can do it for more. The longer you leave it, the more flavor it's going to absorb, so I'm going to leave it for a good little while. If you like hibachi style shrimp, this is exactly what you need to get. All right, it's been about 2.5 hours. We've got these guys marinating. It's time for us to put them on the shish kebabs and get them on the grill. Just going to go up through the top, out through the bottom. I'll probably do, 5 or 6 per skewer. I think that'll be good. And I'll meet you back when I'm done. All right, last little shrimp. There we go. We got a plate full of shrimp kebabs. They're all nice and marinated. We're gonna get the fire going and then stick these suckers on the grill. We got a decent fire going. We're gonna wait till this burns down to a little bit more of like embers. This is some pecan wood, so it should give a really nice smoky flavor. But we're gonna wait for that to die down a little bit, and we've got something to do in the meantime. While the fire's building up for the shrimp, we're gonna get this water boiling, put in some crab boil, and boil up them crab legs. We got some Cajun Land complete crawfish and crab boil. We're gonna put that in here real quick. A good little bit. I like mine real spicy. There we go. Gonna mix that up and throw in our crabs. Here are some of those blue crabs that we caught. This is obviously not all of them, but we're gonna be putting these in. This is half of them. They're already cleaned up and everything. It's gonna help them absorb the flavor a lot more. Some people do boil them whole and then do all of that stuff later, cleaning them and everything. But in my opinion, this way makes it a lot more flavorful. All right, we're gonna put these in here real slow. The water's not boiling just yet, but these were frozen last night. So I am going to put them in right now and let them kind of de-thaw as the water heats up. And then once this gets to a rolling boil, we'll let it boil for a couple minutes, turn it off, and let it just set and soak up all those juices in that hot, hot water. We're gonna go ahead and cover that with a lid, and now let's get working on that stingray. So this is actually the stingray. Stingray has a really weird texture to it. It's almost like a ground beef looking kind of texture, but this stuff tastes just like scallops in my opinion. So we're gonna be doing some stingray fettuccine Alfredo, and that's what we're gonna try and do here. So I'm gonna cut this up into some smaller pieces that would be good for that Alfredo. All right, we got it cut into perfect bite-sized pieces, which should be perfect for the fettuccine. We're gonna let this melt all the way down at the bottom of it, and then we're gonna add in our stingray. We're gonna pan sear it and then use it in our fettuccine. All right, we got our butter nice and melted. We're gonna throw in a little bit of garlic. Ow, I don't know why I did that, it's hot. We're gonna throw in our garlic, get it nice and cooked up for a little bit, and then we're gonna add in all of our stingray and this nice garlicky oil. Pan sear it, cook it all the way through, and then we'll be able to add in our sauce and then get working on our noodles as well. All right, we got some Italian seasoning. We're gonna put that in as well to give this thing a nice little flavor to it. Once we actually cook the stingray, I'm gonna throw some more seasoning on top of that as well. But I wanna get this butter nice and flavorful. That way when I throw in this stuff, it'll cook it with that nice glaze on it. All right, we're gonna throw in our stingray. Put it out on the pan real quick, flatten it out into one layer. We're gonna let it cook, flip it, let it cook, flip it, and then just kind of let it cook all the way through. Now right now the heat's a little bit higher. We're gonna turn the heat lower once we get a good sear on it. We're gonna dust it with a light little layer of that Italian seasoning. Again, mostly the flavor is gonna be coming from that garlic and that butter, but we do wanna get a little extra flavor in there. All right, that was starting to boil over, so we went ahead and turned the heat off of it. This should be good now. We're gonna let this sit for a good little while. That's about ready to start adding in our sauce and starting to mix that up. It's fully cooked. It may not look that great just yet, but trust me, this stuff is awesome. All right, we got some classic Alfredo pasta sauce. We're gonna mix it directly in with this. I probably should have went and got 2 for this amount of meat, but it's fine. Then we're gonna get working on cooking the noodles as well. I added in a few cubes of cheese just to help extend this sauce out a little bit and make it a little bit thicker, but I think it's gonna be perfect once it's all mixed together. All right, our fire's died down for the most part. I'm gonna set these on top. I'm gonna close this grill and then cook them for about 5 minutes on each side, roughly. They might need a little less, they might need a little more. My temperature gauge is broken, so I'm not 100% sure how hot it actually is in here, but judging by that sizzling, it's probably gonna be a lot less time. As far as the crabs go, the foam is kind of dissipated so you can see the crabs a little bit better. And what you're looking for is that nice red color. Everything should be nice and cooked all the way through. You can see inside there, the meat is all cooked. So we'll get those out in just a minute. I'm gonna let them soak up a little bit more of that juice just to make sure they're as flavorful as possible. All right, we're getting all these crabs out. I'm gonna let them cool down in this bucket for a little while. But man, I am drooling. Some good old-fashioned Cajun boiled crab is probably one of my favorite ways to eat it. Some people do also like to make like crab cakes and take the meat out and use it for other stuff, but this is just my favorite recipe. All right, that's all of them. We're gonna set this aside, let them cool down, and finish cooking the rest of it. All right, these are actually getting done a lot faster than I thought. Oh, that fire's a little hotter than I was expecting it to be. No! Okay, as you can tell, I don't usually cook them this way. There we go. Oh my goodness. Now, I've been called a whole lot of things, but a grill master is not one of them. But eventually it came out done, and I'm brushing on a little bit more of that sauce just to give it a little extra kick. All right, our meal is finally done. We've got our Cajun boiled crab, our Japanese shrimp skewers, and our stingray fettuccine. I also added some more of that barbecue sauce right there. It's very runny. It's not like your traditional barbecue sauce. To me, it's like more like the consistency of a soy sauce, but man, is it good. All right, first up is the shrimp, which I definitely kind of overcooked it a little bit. I'm gonna try that out. Oh yeah. Oh man. Probably could have been cooked a little bit less, but it is delicious. Oh man. Shrimp is like my favorite food of all time, and I've never found a way to cook shrimp that I didn't like, but this is definitely in a top 5. Oh my gosh. That sauce, if you can find it, that stuff is good, especially if you like Japanese food. Oh my gosh. Okay, next up are the crabs. So if you've never eaten crab before, usually kind of twist the leg and pull it. And if I get this shell out of the way, usually their meat's kind of sticking out right there. I think this one might have had the meat ripped out whenever I was cleaning it. You can also crack these claws and eat the meat out of that as well. This back claw usually has the biggest piece of meat. There we go. I wonder how spicy this is gonna be. I kind of seasoned a little more than I usually do.
Oh, that's good. Ooh, definitely Cajun. It's got a lot of that kick to it. But some people prefer theirs to be like more buttery, especially people up north. They prefer like more buttery types of seafood. I really enjoy my Cajun spices. Now, after you get the meat out of there, I always love to get the crab claws, but I don't have a regular like crab cracker, so I just use the inside of my tongs. And that seems to do the trick just right. Now, in my opinion, that claw meat is the best meat on the crab. There we go. And I should be able to pull it out. Now, the problem is when I got home last night, it was way too late in the evening, so I froze it to cook today instead of leaving it in the refrigerator. And I think that might have messed a little bit with the texture of the meat, because it's a little bit more mushy than it should be. Usually it's a little bit more firm, but still tastes delicious. All right, we got the fettuccine now. Now, you can use stingray in a lot of recipes that call for scallops because they have a very similar flavor profile, but we're gonna try this out. It does have a different texture, so it is kind of different, but to me, they taste very similar. Ooh, that's hot. I gotta be honest, I think I messed up with the sear and the pan wasn't quite hot enough, so it doesn't taste quite as good as it usually does. I'd say it's like a 7 out of 10. Not great, but it's definitely not bad. I'd love to eat this. And I made some like garlic butter stingray, and that was way better. It tasted a lot more like scallops, but I don't think I cooked this quite right. Either way, it does taste good. None of it tastes bad, but this is probably my least favorite thing that I cooked tonight. All right, so if I had to rank my favorite to least favorite, shrimp was definitely 100% my favorite. Shrimp has always been my favorite meat to eat, so that's definitely gonna be the top of the list. Second place is gonna go to the crab. Crab, crawfish, shrimp, any of it that's boiled Cajun, I love to eat it. So that's gonna be second place. Last place is gonna be the stingray fettuccine. It really wasn't great, wasn't bad. I mean, I was using great value ingredients on it, so it really wasn't, it didn't have as good of a chance as these other things. But it was pretty good. I still would eat it again, just not over either of these two dishes.
Today's scripture comes from Proverbs chapter 22, verse 2. It says, "The rich and the poor have this in common, the Lord made them both." Always remember that every person you come into contact with was made in the image of God just like you.
Anyways, guys, as always, Jesus loves you, I love you, and y'all have a great day. I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Hey guys, if you didn't know this, YouTube just created a new button called the hype button. So if you like the video and hit that hype button, it helps me out a lot. Also, we've got tons of videos in the future, so make sure you're subscribed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Again, I want to say thank you to Better Boat for sponsoring this video. Y'all make sure to check out all their awesome products in the description down below.